Hi, this is Jay from Jay's Beer Review, and you're watching another episode of Chad's Beer Review. That is one sexy bitch.
Whether it's a lager or an ale, whether it's a stout, light, dark, or pale, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews. He's not quite an amateur, not quite a connoisseur, but regardless of the brewer, he's got taste in beer for sure. You can tell just by his gut, this guy is a bona fide beer nut. So whether it's a porter or an IPA, whether it's from Europe or the USA, if you can brew it, Chad can review it. It's time for Chad's Beer Reviews.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Outside on a nice, warm autumn day. Just had to get this beautiful background going. It's actually rather late in the day. The sun's kind of setting, so I'm going to make this quick. I'm going to do this whole thing standing up, and it's part 4 of 5 of the St.Bernardus week. This is the Pater 6. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is the other double. The prior 8 is the stronger of the two. Although they're only a little different by like 0.5% of ABV. I'm going to try to leaf the yeast in this one. And I'm not using my 𝓕𝓻𝓮𝓻𝓂 glass. I'm trying to make this thing as quick as possible. So, there you go. It's typical Belgian double color. It's just straight brown. Very dirty, very hazy. Kind of looks like iced tea. Got a nice pinky layer of off-white kind of foamy head on there. As you can see, I'm using my dollar store goblet just for kicks to mix it up a little, I guess. It smells similar to the other doubles, or the other double and the quad. It's funny, it smells like, or it looks like iced tea. It kind of smells a little like iced tea. It's like a very kind of tea-like, grainy. By like grainy, I mean like barley, not like, you know, macro grainy. Yeah, it's pretty good. It tastes a lot like the prior 8. You know, like the dark fruits up front, and that bitter, semi-sweet chocolate in the middle. Finish is very clean though. Chocolate's starting to come out more now. You know, I don't really have a whole lot of experience with Belgian doubles, but I don't remember, you know, I did 𝓕𝓻𝓮 red twice, and I don't remember that having a, you know, the semi-sweet chocolate taste to it, so this is definitely very interesting. I was able to regenerate the head there very, very easily. That's always a good sign. A little bit of spice in this one, too. Something that, like you'd get in a pumpkin. You know what it reminds me of, or what reminds me of this, was the Sam Adams pumpkin, or harvest pumpkin. Like that kind of a pumpkin-y kind of taste, with like the semi-sweet chocolate in the middle. Obviously this isn't made with pumpkin, but it does have a similar kind of, you know, kind of an autumn seasonal kind of flavor of cinnamon, nutmeg, maybe coriander, maybe orange peel. Most of these beers have been pretty smooth, except for the wit, which was very, very sharp across the tongue. This is, you know, quite smooth, just as effervescent as the others. The problem with drinking these beers is, you know, because they're bottle fermented, and, you know, they made it such a point of saying they have such high fermentation or whatever. Very, very bubbly, very gassy, makes you burp after every single swig. It is a little thin though, it's not super robust, as has been the case with all these beers. None of them have been very robust. Even when we drank the Abbott 12 fresh, you know, not a whole lot stood out to me as far as flavor, like just like as far as intensity of flavor. Yeah, the flavor that's here is good. I'm just gonna sip on this a little bit more, and we'll come back with my final thoughts. Just like all the other St.Bernardus beers, it tends to, you know, seems to get more watery, seems to get thin out as I get towards the bottom. Flavor loses, you know, the intensity goes down. Not that it's a bad beer though. I'm thinking I think all these beers I've given a 7 to, and I'm gonna say that again for the Pater 6. You know, they always start out strong and just finish so weak. And I made a point of not pouring the yeast out in this one, and I also, a lot of the other ones I've been like tipping them upside down and like letting the yeast swirl around like a lava lamp to get it like homogenized. Didn't do that with this one. Just poured it straight from the bottle into the glass, left the yeast in the bottle, still has the same effect. You know, maybe they're a little old. I mean, I don't know how long they've been sitting in my beverage center shelves before I bought it. You know, they're bottle conditioned. I would assume that they would age pretty gracefully. So, I don't know. I mean, all I can do is just rate what I have before me. And this, I mean, and this is a good beer, but it's not, you know, knocking my socks off or blowing me away or anything. Yeah, started out pretty complex, finished very simple. But it's still tasty, though. Nothing about it that is turning me off. No sour notes to it. Drinkability is very, very good. Like, it does not sharp or intense in the mouth. Goes down like a much lighter beer. The ABV on this one is 6.7%. So it's, I mean, for a Belgian beer, it's actually rather light. That's 7 out of 10 for the Pater 6, the double. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Somebody brewed it, Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Reviews. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.